Check in.
Together, we're Jen's Cover. What do we do?
Give the people what they
People
want.
are going to get what they want today. We have Rhapsody coming on later.
Bars!
We will be joined by our brother, Marcus Spears, later.
Bruh, man.
But we start with this. Jalen, in my opinion, James Harden should have been the MVP last year's NBA season. Guess who agrees with me? James Harden. Let's listen to him talk about his MVP candidacy last year.
Once the media, they create a narrative about somebody from the beginning of the year, I think they just take that narrative and then run with it the entire year. Like, I don't even want to get into the details, but all I can do is control what I can do. And I went out there and did what I was supposed to do at a high level. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
A season probably, it's only a few other seasons that anybody's ever done that before.
James doesn't talk too much. I agree with him here. Do you think the media narrative led to Giannis winning the MVP?
As a fellow voter of NBA awards, I cast my ballot for James Harden for exactly the reasons that he stated.
He's like, I did what I did. No one's done it before.
Hey, man, he had over 2,500 points, 5 rebounds,
Look
and
what he
5
did.
assists. The only other person to do that in the season is Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Look at these numbers. How many points a game is that?
He
How
scored
many points a game is that?
over 30 in 30 consecutive games. He had multiple 40-point games, 50-point games, 60-point games, high games with triple-doubles. The last 5 years or so have been as good as we've seen any elite player perform if you look at his numbers and productivity. So that's why he got my vote. And he's right about storylines because there is a narrative that has to go with the 82-game schedule.
Yep.
In an anticipation on what you think may take place.
And it's I feel the problem with the MVP award in the NBA to me is it just seems like they always want to give it to somebody new. They always want to give it to somebody new. Like it always happens. Like Shaquille O'Neal didn't get enough MVPs. Michael Jordan didn't get enough MVPs. LeBron James didn't get enough MVPs. It just feels like they need to give it to someone new. So you have a vote.
Yes.
Thank you for voting for James Harden because he deserved it last year. I agree with him. But Jalen, I got some footage of James Harden this summer. He's cooking. And he's got a new move. Watch this. Behind the back, baseline, 1 foot, fadeaway, 3. Jalen, what is that?
That is ugly. That is not what I want to see my best player doing when we're down 2 and we need a 3-point shot. I have footage of myself at Miami doing that dribble move and making a baseline jump shot for 15 feet. Not a one-leg 3-point shot. And so those are the type of plays that you can practice them, but you better shoot 100%. Because the one time he misses, people are going to be upset.
Jalen, you are, in my opinion, the best NBA analyst in the world.
Thank you.
Also, my opinion, I'm the best pickup basketball analyst in the world.
I can roll with that.
I play a lot of pickup. And I am so happy that this story continues. And of course, I'm talking about Devin Booker getting double teamed. And now we have some new information. It all started here. Devin Booker gets double teamed in a pickup run, complains about it, and says he deals with that all season. He's trying to work on his game. I get it. I understand where he's coming from. However, trying to win the game. Well, guess who else just chimed in on Twitter? Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's got his Twitter fingers together, and he's saying, listen, it's pickup. You got to work on your defensive game. He does not support double teaming in pickup, and he went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Jalen, again, I ask you, double teaming in pickup, do you support it?
I support it. I must acknowledge that Kevin Durant is one of my favorite basketball barnstormers in the modern day history. Whether it's on the East Coast,
Shows
West
up the Rucker,
Coast, indoor,
Farm,
outdoor,
Drew League.
he'll go ball.
Yes.
So he's the perfect person on crutches, knowing that he misses the game that he loves, to chime in. And you can see the passion because he kept sending tweets about
it wasn't a tweet.
paragraphs.
It wasn't a tweet. It was multiple tweets.
But guess what he also is?
What's that?
One of the greatest basketball players to ever do it.
Yep.
And so therefore, of course he doesn't want people double and triple teaming him because that's who he represents. It's really an indictment on everybody else that you play with. Whether it's Devin Booker's in the run, whether it's KD in the run, you need somebody else to make a play. If you got half of the points in the run, first we're going to switch.
Yep.
Then we got to just double you, KD. We got to double you, Devin. You guys are too good.
Also chiming in, Trae Young. Trae Young is also chiming in now. And he said there should be no double teaming in pickup. When you're trying to work on your game, work on the moves and things to do individually in pickup. I don't know about this. I'm trying to win the game. And if you have someone that you can leave to defend a good scorer, then you leave him. You're trying to win.
What Trae Young just described
You play to win the game.
is a workout.
You play to win the game.
You saw what James Harden was doing? The move that he practiced, he was doing it in the run.
Mm-hmm.
That's how this works. And if they're going to double team you in Phoenix this year, when they double team KD when he get back, when they double team Trae Young off of his pick and roll actions, guess what those guys now have? Practice on splitting. Practice on beating it. That's also something that you work on.
That happens in the game, especially when you're Devin Booker, when you're KD. You work on getting double teamed. It's time for News That Matters. A French couple was vacationing in Sardinia, Italy.
I need
Beautiful
a
place.
vacation.
Beautiful place. Out in the Mediterranean, beautiful beaches, great sand. They liked the sand so much that they were arrested for stealing 88 pounds of sand from the beach. Jalen Rose, I ask you, is it fair to face jail time for stealing sand from the beach?
That's too much time. It reminds me of some of the laws that we're trying to get changed in the United States of America. If there's so much sand to be taken and it's Italian, okay, imagine if you could get that 88 pounds and you got a little pool in your backyard and all of a sudden you can create yourself a little
beach.
oasis.
Little oasis. I like the oasis.
No doubt about it.
I like the oasis.
So 6 years? No, that's way too much time.
Rhapsody will be joining us. And then later on in the show, we have Marcus Spears, who's going to weigh in on the most important topic that is sweeping
They should
the
get
nation.
6 seconds of probation.
Popeyes changed the game. Popeyes is the king of chicken.
When was the last time you had Popeyes?
Yesterday. Hey, that chicken sandwich, man.
Popeyes.
Till I die.